Namaste friends. It's pleasure meeting you all on this legal awareness platform. So welcome to Legal Solutions. I will be uploading legal informative material relating to various laws in India which can help anyone to understand the laws of our land. And if you have any queries or need any topic to be discussed, you can message below in the comment section. Today we will talk about divorce procedure in India. Divorce can be obtained by two ways, contesting and by way of mutual consent. Other than these two, there are other kind of separation processes like the judicial separation and the nullity of marriage. I will discuss them in my coming videos. But today we will discuss about the divorce by mutual consent. A divorce by mutual consent is a legal process of separation when both husband and wife want to separate from each other on their own will and have a joint consent for this kind of separation. Divorce under this kind of separation needs approval from both husband and wife. If only a single party, that is either the husband or the wife, wants divorce, then such kind of divorce does not come under the purview of mutual consent. Any kind of divorce depends on how the marriage was performed, means by which rites and rituals, like whether the Hindu rites or rituals or by court marriage, as the divorce has to be filed under that specific law. Thus, the solemnization of marriage is a very important part to take divorce under any law. So, if the marriage is performed by Hindu rites and rituals, means by Saptapadi, then the couple has to file the divorce by mutual consent under Section 13B of Hindu Marriage Act 1955. If the couple has married under the provision of Special Marriage Act, means wherein they have registered their marriage before the registrar of marriage by giving 30 days prior notice of marriage, then the couple has to file petition under Section 28 of Special Marriage Act 1954 to get their marriage dissolved legally. It's different for the Muslims in India. Divorce by mutual consent can only be obtained by filing a petition by the Muslim woman under the Muslim Women Act 1986 and personal law by two ways, Khula or Mubarak. Then the law for Christians is different. The Christians who have been domiciled in India or the marriage being performed in India, only in these two conditions a Christian can obtain divorce by mutual consent under the provision of Section 10A of the Divorce Act 1869. Before the amendment of this act in 2001, divorce by mutual consent to Christians were not allowed. Now same is that of the Parsis in India. They can obtain divorce by mutual consent under the provision of Section 32B of the Parsi Marriage and Divorce Act 1936. Breaking of marriage in India is not acceptable, and so breaking of marriage comes with some terms and conditions. So for obtaining divorce by mutual consent, it is mandatory for the parties, that is husband and wife, that they should be staying separately for a period of 1 year or more in case of Hindu marriage, special marriage, Muslim law and Parsi law. But in Christians, under the Divorce Act, the separation period, the couple should be living separately for more than 2 years. So if this condition is not fulfilled, then filing by mutual consent cannot take place. Then again, during the process of mutual consent, divorce, there is a stipulated period of 6 months, which can also be said as the cooling period or the waiting period, which is granted by the court after filing the petition, so that the parties, that is husband and wife, can rethink about their decision of taking divorce. Divorce by mutual consent is the easiest and the fastest way of separation, and that's why the court grants this period of 6 months so that there is no hasty decision regarding the divorce. This cooling period of 6 months can sometimes be waived off depending on the facts and circumstances of the case. Means, for example, if the couple is already fighting any litigation against each other regarding their relationship in the court, means if any petition like divorce or application of domestic violence or maintenance is already being filed and the couple is fighting that for years and after many years have come to the decision of ending their relationship, then the court can think about waiving of the mandatory period of 6 months, although depending on the court's discretionary power. But as cited in Amardeep versus Harveen Kaur by Supreme Court, the cooling period of 6 months was waived off. Then secondly, If any one party to the petition withdraws his or her consent to this kind of divorce, then the court does not grant the divorce under this provision. Then in this case, after the order passed by the Honorable Court, the party willing to take the divorce have to file a separate petition for divorce under the specific law. As cited in Hitesh Bhatnagar versus Deepa Bhatnagar by Supreme Court, wherein the Supreme Court observed that if the consent by one party to the petition is withdrawn, then divorce under the provision by mutual consent cannot be granted. That's all about the divorce by mutual consent. Friends, if you have any queries regarding this topic, you can message me on my Instagram account at the rate legal_solutions06. Hope you have liked this video and also got some legal new information. If you think this video to be informative, please subscribe my channel, and to follow these kind of interactive information you can follow me also on my Instagram page. That's all for now. See you in the next video. Bye. Take care.